Hi, so my name is Skip. When I think about Black History Month, I need to look at the history of Black History Month first. So, Black History Month was built upon something called the Negro History Week. But what it is today is a recognition of the joy of Black and Brown bodies, of the pride and joy for what we have instituted in this great nation. It should also be looked at as a recognition of the institutional harms and traumas inflicted upon us, but also to celebrate that in spite all of that, we still exhibit greatness and we still have inflicted and shared and developed triumphs and victories and contributions to society. We also should look to the history and realize that we were brought over to this country in chains. But in spite of all that, look at what we have done now. Look at where we are today. And on top of all of that, look at how far we have to go because we are still struggling for access to supports like education, like housing, things that people who are not Black and Brown, who are not new Americans, they don't struggle with access to that. That is a given for them. That is granted. We're still fighting for that. So on one hand, we have everything that we've done to contribute to this great nation. But on the other hand, we have to look at the fact that this great nation was built off of institutional and structural racism perpetrated on our bodies, on Black and Brown bodies. And Black and Brown bodies built this great nation. You know, the United States didn't just drop off and appear. It was built by immigrants and people coming from other countries and lands who all contributed to make it who it is today. But it was the Black and Brown bodies that literally built this country on our backs using our labor and the sweat off our brow. And yet we are still today struggling to access higher education on a level that everybody else accesses. There are a lot of children today who don't know if they'll be going to college, who don't know if they'll be able to achieve a cost of living, employment, and rise up and become better than their parents and their grandparents and be in a higher economic situation. But then again, there are plenty of Americans where that is a given and they have generational wealth and they know from kindergarten or even beyond that they're going to college. Not only are they going to college, they're going to a good college. They're going to make a positive contribution. They're going to honor the concepts that their forefathers, their grandfathers, their fathers, and their mothers have given to society. They're going to continue that legacy. And people that look like me, we're not too sure about that because we don't have access and we're trying to carve ways where a pathway should be open and it's not. So Black History Month to me is a combination of all of that, of the celebrations of Black joy, but also a nod to reparations of Black traumas, and also a glimpse into the fact that we have come so far, but we still have further to go.